Hello, we're from Group 5, from C Class English Education Department. Here, we will present about how to synthesize, what is synthesize. And first of all, I will introduce our member. For the first speaker is me, Irma Lorenza Sitanggang. And for the second speaker is Linesya Qonita. And for the last speaker is Ghina Nurul'aini. Okay, what is synthesize? According to UAGC Education, synthesize refers to combining multiple sources and ideas as a writer, and you will use information from several sources to create new ideas based on your analysis of what you have read. When asked to synthesize sources and research, many writers start to summarize individual sources. However, this is not the same as synthesize. In a summary, you have shared the key points from an individual source and then move on and summarize another source. And in synthesize, you need to combine the information from those multiple sources and add your own analysis of the literature. And this means that each of your paragraphs will include multiple sources and interactions as well as your own ideas and voice. Next, how to synthesize. First, you should choose the best topic for the article. Yes, you choose articles that has relevance to each other. In this case, we use a topic teaching reading skill or reading comprehension. And the second, we should find and note important differences. Not any important key points such as methodology, research, creation, and the last is results. And then for the next step is write and describe the articles briefly. After finding the key points, we should start to write and describe the articles in ways relevant to your study. And for the next, I will present by Linesya Qonita.
Next is what must be taken care of. Step 1, identify relevant concept in every article. Step 2, make sure to structure your notes into an account, for example, put in the table. Step 3, present new ideas based on interpretation of the articles. Step 4, focus on the topic you want the reader to understand when synthesizing. Next is key features of synthesis. Step 1, accurately reports information from the sources using a full arsenal of varying phrases and sentences. Step 2, organize it in such a way that readers or audience can immediately see where the information from the source overlap. Step 3, make sense of the sources and help the readers understand them in greater depth. So here's an example of article synthesis. So in synthesis, we can enter key points containing the title, research problem, methodology, result, and conclusion. So here's for example, number 1, article's title, improving the students' reading skill to translation method. Research problem, to find out how the implementation of translation can improve the students' reading skill and how the students' response to the use of translation method in the teaching and learning process. And the methodology is the research instrument used is in the form of the observation, checklist, test, and questionnaire. The research was the classroom actions at MTS Mualimin Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. The subject of the research was the students of a grade the which number of 39 students as the participants because they have a less skill in reading. And next is result and conclusion is translation method can be served as one alternative method in teaching English, especially to improve the students' reading skills, and students' response was positive when translation method was applied in teaching reading. So next, continue by Kina.
Thank you so much, Linesya, for the opportunity. All right, in this opportunity, I would like to continue the material about the synthesized results. Okay, so as you can see here, there is things that are relevant to each other, and then the description. Of course, after finding key points in the articles, you will already know then what is the article talking about, what the article is about, and then after that you have to list your analysis about the article, about about how it similar or how it different to each other. But in this result, you just have to put the things that are relevant. For example, look at the number one. There is one thing that happened to be similar in the article in all the article, that is fundamental purposes or problems. Okay, so the description, you can describe or start your analysis description in here. Okay, so the description is all of the articles are aimed to teach, measure, or to improve reading skill and reading comprehension, since it is an important part in learning English using different reading methods. And then each article is doing a research in which method will be effective in improving reading skills. Okay, just after that you have to list everything you have found in the article, just like this. And then after that, after you collect everything, after you list everything in the table, you can start writing a review. In the review, I mean it's very similar with the literature review. You can start telling about, you can start writing about what is being reported in the article. And then you can start writing like this, like a research indicates that that this article found about something. And then after that, after you write about one article, you can continue to the another article. For example, you can use devices, or you can also use a sentence like another study said that, or another study reported that, just like that. Okay, this all about the things being reported in the articles. And then our articles is about reading comprehension, reading skill, and how to teach reading in different methods. And then what is learning strategies that will be efficient. And then maybe that's all from us, from the group 5. I think that is enough. I hope you understand about our materials. I'm sorry if I have mistaken, if I'm lacking in explaining the materials. I hope you had a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.